Welcome back, everybody, to the Miami Dolphins franchise, and now in sim mode, so 2 more seasons to be sim, but a little bit of a change up here, as if we get into the playoffs, we will be watching them. Not fully, we'll get more of like highlight versions, but if we get into playoff games, we're going to do more of the Super Sim watch thing. That's what we're going to do from here on out. And really, after doing this, I had a great time. It was fun watching these games. I was, almost sitting back on the couch, getting pumped, as you'll see here later on in some of these games. Just a little bit of spoiler. There will be games watched here. I mean, we would think we have a good enough team to make the playoffs. That is for sure. But there'll be 2 seasons in this video. Like I said, we'll continue with the 2-season theme. And if you guys like that even more, I mean, if you want to go 1 season at a time, if you like seeing what, when we go watch these games, and they definitely are entertaining, let me know for sure. But we get into this off-season and once again still have cap problems. Now, our season ended in the AFC Championship game against the eventual Super Bowl champion Baltimore Ravens, taking on the 49ers. They beat them, but you can see more guys to re-sign, more cap problems. It's just not good. It says we have $31.8 million. We do, but that goes really quickly when you sign a guy to a bigger deal that's going to make, $13 million, $14 million a year. Just like that, it is gone. And you can see there's not many guys that we can just straight release. There really isn't. There isn't anybody out there that's like, oh, cap casualty, gone. I want to hang on to these guys that we can. And we're going to have to make decisions. So if we sign Daniel Reed to this contract, that puts us already down to $10 million on the cap. And he says he's going to try to hit free agency. So you got Noah Igbenogany. He's right now at age 28. He only wants a 1-year deal around $15 million. That'll put it up to around a $9 million cap. But he's going to test free agency as well. So right now we're in a little bit of a bind. And we'll see what happens this season. Because right now if we can't bring these guys back in free agency, it's going to be tough. Perryman says no. He wants to hit free agency. Juan Blackburn trying to continue the depth of this defensive line that we've continuously tried to build up. And he's going to test free agency as well. So it looks like things are starting to run out here for this Dolphins franchise. Guys ready to leave. Buckhalter will be back. So at least we continue at least better depth there at the corner position. But man, we got to bring back either Reed or Noah Igbenogany. I think Reed is the guy I'm looking for. He's only 26. We'll franchise him. Puts it around $18 million a year, and obviously that's going to get rid of the cap. So now we just got to really think about getting rid of some guys. So Claiborne, unfortunately, is going to go. We'll get a 6th pick overall from the Lions. And then Dalton Steele is next. These are positions we can get somewhere else, get value. We get a 1st round and a 2nd round next year for Dalton Steele. So 2 of the mainstay guys we've seen in this franchise over the years, Claiborne, Dalton Steele, are now gone. And we're trying our best here because the cap room is not looking good. You see Noah Igbenogany, we're trying to, but I mean, we only have we don't have much cap room to go with. And we're going to need, bring in some running back. I mean, I'd say the draft probably is going to be very important. That is for sure. Because we need some positions to be filled up. We're almost not really at a rebuild, so to speak, because we still have, Tua, one of the best quarterbacks in football. You still have Pat Kirkpatrick. You still have a very good defense. Up front 7 still very good. Now it's just worried about the back end. But we still have Austin Cloud is still fantastic. And we still have, obviously, Daniel Reed. But if we can bring back Igbenogany, that'd be great. But right now, you can see it's not working out. And we're trying our best here just to get everything as we possibly can towards the cap. And we're still underneath Denver. It's not going to work out. So we're going to have to he's going to leave in free agency. So we're going to have to go back to guys we know. Perryman, who didn't want to, sign that first deal. We're going to try to sign him. 2-year, $9 million deal. That's the only one up there. And then we'll go to Greedy Williams. So now it's just trying to build depth in the corner positions. We do that. Middle linebacker, Courtney Hayward is now going to be going as well. He's another cap casualty. We'll try to sign Malik Harrison from Baltimore. And then as for running back, we'll go back to Terrence Galvin, a guy we know all too well. Has had some very good years with us, but you can see that negative 80. We got to work it up to a 2-year deal then to try to get that cap. And it says we don't even have the cap room to do it. But we try to get him in a deal there. That's going to really undercut him. But he did accept it. Perryman accepts. Canty, Greedy Williams, and Harrison, they all accept. We have really no cap room left. It's a really quiet free agency. We're losing a lot of talent, as you can see. The offensive line's going to need work. Garvin now obviously steps up to be the number 2 receiver. And a guy like Jeremiah Stockton, 4th round pick, he's going to have to step up. And we're going to have to utilize a lot of young guys. Running game's not going to be the best. Defensively, now it's just all about, maybe we need another defensive tackle. Probably going to have to look at free safety. And then, with bringing back Buckhalter and bringing in Greedy Williams, at least our cornerback position isn't too bad. Perryman there as well. So maybe we look at another corner because you just never have enough corners. And you can see the leaks signings. Tyreek Hill goes to the Super Bowl champion Ravens. He's up now 34 years old, but still outstanding talent. And you give him to Lamar Jackson, who's now, hitting his stride and really hitting his career even more. He looks fantastic and now is a Super Bowl champ. But going through the rest of Jonathan Taylor going to Green Bay. And the real thing is that we're just going to have to get this cap under control. It's obviously tough when you're paying one guy over $40 million. And then Kirkpatrick, you want to keep. He's getting, $25, $26 million a year. And we have 2 guys making that much money, even with the cap going up. It's just so tough to really build you could still build a solid team throughout the draft, but guys are going to leave, and we're seeing it there. Guys are definitely gone. As for our draft this year, so the number 1 pick we took this year at number 6 was Ben Pleasant, and he has a 75 overall, and it's 87 strength, 77 block shed. He only has the normal development, so that's always a disappointment, especially when you have a top 10 pick. You're hoping to get something to at least star development. Not too bad. Continue to build up this offensive line. Oliver Erickson with our other first-round pick, 71 overall, 79 run block, 76 pass block. Hopefully he can improve. Obviously, that offensive line is all important. And we actually had another first-round pick, and it's going to be Monty Cheeks, 74 overall free safety. We'll see him probably step in, I think, and probably start. 91 speed. Got to work on that zone. And, but decent hit power. He can continue to get better. Glenn Peck, wide receiver out of Wisconsin, will be our second-round pick. And actually, he is a hidden development, so that is cool to see. He's only a 69 overall. Needs a lot of work. Short route, medium route, not very good. But if we can work on him, that'll be great. Franklin Drayton, 4th-round pick, middle linebacker, 67 overall. Decent speed. Out of work on the tackling and the play rec. That is for sure. Not bad in zone. Cortland Dyson, another wide receiver, is going to be the 5th-round pick, 67 overall. Once again, a lot of these guys need work, but we need as much depth as we possibly can get. And then the fullback was taken in the 7th round, Kenny Davis. Continue with, we'll try our best to run the ball, but right now we might be working on passing the ball a little bit more this year, no doubt about it. As we get into the season, and I'm going to tell you the truth, guys, I'm not expecting much. I'm actually not going to do the commitment of making the playoffs. I'm only going for 7 wins. I don't think this team is going to do a whole lot. I could be surprised. We'll see. Our depth is definitely gone. But as you can see, midway through the season, we're 5-3, right there with the Bills. So we still have a chance. But look at our point differential. Yeah, that's not what you want to see at all. Negative 32 in the point differential, so we're obviously not putting up that many points. Tua with 17 touchdowns. Galvin is only averaging 3.5 a carry, only 4 total rushing touchdowns. Man, not what you want to see there. Garvin leading us in catches. Kirkpatrick with yards, touchdowns there, but it's not a whole lot. Defensively, let's see what we're doing here, and it's not, 6.5 sacks, 5.5. That's not too bad. Only 2 interceptions. That is it. So we're not really creating turnovers either. Let's see, 5th. We're 5th in yards technically, offensively. Defensively, we're 15th in the league. But we're obviously not putting up points. Okay, 24th in points scored. So we might be putting up yards, but we're not putting up, points. As you can see, got obliterated by the Ravens to start the season in the rematch of the championship game. But then we reeled off 5 straight wins, and now we've lost 2 straight as we take on Pittsburgh before the bye. And then, down the stretch. So we'll see. We're going to sim, obviously, the rest of this season. See if we make the playoffs. And let's see what this team can do. See if they surprise me. As we'll sim towards the playoffs. Right now, at 5-3. We go 10-6. Should be in. But as you can see here, no playoff game because we missed it. We missed the playoffs. 8-8. So we go down the stretch. 3-5 down the stretch. And we miss out on the playoffs by 1 game. The defending champ Ravens, 12-4. They win that division. Might be the number 1 seed in the AFC. Titans at 11-5. Win that division. And actually, the Chargers are going to be the number 1 seed at 12-4. It looks like they have the tiebreak over there. And the Raiders at 9-7. Will make the playoffs. Bears and Vikings in. Saints and Falcons in from the NFC South. The Washington football team at 8-8 wins the NFC East. And then the 49ers trying to get back to another Super Bowl. 13-3. That would be 3 straight Super Bowls for the Niners. Trying to get a victory there. And as you can see, just not good. This is what I kind of thought. We were kind of, a little bit. We had 2 1,000-yard receivers, no doubt about it. Kirkpatrick with 11 touchdowns, Garvin with 9. But the running game just so poor. Just not good at all. Jeremiah Stockton, that's a very good year. The 4th-round pick, having a pretty good season. Vince Haynes, 10.5 sacks. Clay with 8.5. Becton, a down year with 6. So hopefully we're not seeing a decline of that. And just not a lot of turnovers. What is that? 6 interceptions the whole season? Man, that is not what you want to see at all. As Calvin McLean still looking good for Tennessee. They made playoffs, 41 touchdowns, leads the league. Lamar Jackson with 40 touchdowns, only 5 picks. A lot of these guys having some very good seasons. Josh Jacobs, about 1,600 yards. He leads the league there. Dalton Steele for the Rams had a very good season. And, it's tough to see, but it happens. We have to make some moves here and there, no doubt about it. Receiver-wise, Quentin Tate, Joe Waddle. That is a guy we know. He was, I believe, an undrafted free agent. Wasn't he undrafted? And we took him the 1 year. When he had 7 catches, he's moved on to Buffalo, and you can see what a career resurgence he is having. With that, 2 1,000-yard years back-to-back. We took a shot on him. He just didn't make our roster, but now it's like, man, he is starting to take off. Number 2 in the league in touchdowns. Really showing some stuff there. Kirkpatrick right there with 11. Who else is up here? We'll go now to defense as Courtney Hayward leads the league in tackles. So we're seeing a bunch of former Dolphins here just continue to look good. It's tough to see, but there's not much you can really do about it. There's Nathan Martin with 13 sacks. So another former drafted Dolphin player in this series, having another fantastic season. As Myles Garrett with 13 sacks. There's Rod Street with 12 sacks, another draft pick. That was our first draft class in this series. And you can see Hayward with 4 picks, tied for the league with a bunch of different guys. And now I'm really curious to see once again. Myles Garrett, we had the tracker on him last time. He is very close to breaking Bruce Smith's record. As we ended up 20th in offense, so we dropped off crazy. And then we ended up 9th in defense. 23rd, pretty much stayed the same points, but really dropped off offensively. And I think Tua did stay healthy this year, which is good to see. But you can see, we just faltered down the stretch. Not really. If we beat the Bills there, I believe we win the division. But we lose. We don't go forward. And now you can just sim. And you can see you got the Bengals and the Cardinals is actually going to be the Super Bowl matchup. So that's an interesting matchup there. You got Kyler Murray taking on Joe Burrow. So that's a pretty good Super Bowl matchup. And maybe teams that have, finally got over that hump, ready to get going, could make a run of their own. And that would be definitely very cool to see. I mean, the AFC is obviously stacked, so it's tough. But maybe with Kyler Murray now reaching the Super Bowl, maybe he starts to take over the NFC, which we've seen in this series. There hasn't been a lot of teams that really have done that. That's really been that standout. You see here and there, this team, that team. I mean, the last few years with the sim, it's been the 49ers getting into the Super Bowl, but they haven't taken care of any business there. So maybe Arizona is the team that gets it started here in this NFC conference. We'll see as we'll sim past this Super Bowl. And there you go. The Arizona Cardinals have won their first ever Super Bowl title. The Bengals fall short again. They've gotten there in the past, taking on the 49ers, Joe Montana, and fallen short. And they fall short once again as the Cardinals get the trophy, get the win. Tarpley's going to win your MVP, and there you go. As for Myles Garrett, he is 9 sacks away from tying, 10 away from breaking the record, and I have no doubt he will do that this season, as Myles Garrett will more than likely be your all-time sack leader as we go to retirements, unless he retires here, but I don't think he's a close to retirement. Calvin Ridley does retire. Danielle Hunter, Evans, Darius Leonard, Devontae Adams, Kareem Hunt, Kenny Golladay, Alvin Kamara, Amari Cooper. And you can see we're so deep into this now that you're going to see all these guys start to retire. So maybe Myles Garrett is very close, but I still think he'll definitely break the record this year and maybe the year after he retires. We'll see. I don't know. As there is your retirement list as we get into the offseason once again, getting ready for another season. And once again, big-time signings. Isaiah Simmons, Elkin Jenkins, Brad Beck, Braxton Clay, Jamie Lidge. I mean, there's guys here that we got to bring back. It's just tough so much. We still have a little bit of cap issues. So maybe we can only choose one or two guys to really bring back. I definitely want Simmons. He is such a playmaker. I know he's up to 31 years old. He'll start to regress as he has. And we're going to try to bring him back, but he wants to go to test free agency out. Elkin Jenkins, 33 years old, but you can never, you need offensive linemen, no doubt about it. You can see we have better cap room, but still trying to bring him back, and he's going to want to reach free agency too. We're trying to bring these guys back. We're giving a little bit more money. So Brad Beck has performed well, taking over for Mike Gesicki in the past. We'll give him a 3-year deal. We're going to up the signing bonus, so give him a little bit more of incentive, and he's going to hit free agency as well. Not what you want to see. Braxton Clay, former first-round pick. He's up to 26. This will put him to 29 years old, 3 years, $28 million. And he is going to come back. So finally, one of these guys comes back. We got him, and then let's see if we can bring back Jamie Lidge to make sure this offensive line kind of stays intact. We'll just offer what he wants, and he stays. So that is good to see. Greedy Williams, do we bring him back? That's a real question. Just a 1-year deal. He's only 31 years old. Let's see if he wants to come back. He's going to hit free agency. Malik Harrison, that's not that bad of a deal, obviously, but maybe we move off somewhere else. Jamie Buckhalter, he's okay. I don't really see it there. Marion Felton, the guy we've had somewhat success with, I think that's good for just a backup position. Not too bad there. And he's going to hit free agency as well. So, Frank Canty, no. I think we've really seen that there. Blankenship, no. Scott, no. Maybe for a backup position, let's see if he just accepts. He does. So, that gives us, somebody decent in depth there. Matt Hawk, not to, maybe we'll move off somewhere else, getting up there in age. But that's going to be it. As we go to free agency now, let's see what's available. We got around $27 million to spend. Bosa, Humphrey, Brown, Simmons. I would love to bring him back, but man, everybody and their brothers trying to sign him. I don't want to be stuck in another huge contract. That's the thing. We're starting to get better with our cap position. I mean, it's up there. It's #1 deal. We'll try to bring him back. I mean, he's that type of player, but with that, now you just really can't bring back Elkin Jenkins. Let's see what this deal does here. 101 points. That puts us over Washington. So really, it's these two guys, and that's it. So we'll sim to the second stage of this free agency, and they both reject their deals. So they're moving off somewhere as well. And now it's let's just sign some guys here and get some more depth. So Bill Riley, a guy that was drafted to the Rams, had a really good opportunity. Had some decent seasons, but has never gone over 1,000 yards. He spent the last 3 years in Indianapolis. We'll try to bring him on and see if he can have a little bit of resurgence. Rashawn Ross, he's only 26 years old. Obviously loss of Brad Beck now. He is gone. And then David Edwards will try to get some depth more at offensive line at guard, offer him a contract, and we'll move on. And let's see, Edwards, we signed Joey Sly as well for our kicker. Riley signs and Ross signs as well. So everybody accepts. 5th-year options, let's see, it's going to be Justin Weston, and I don't think so. I think we're not accept that 5th-year option. And we're going to just let him roll into next year and possibly have to be re-signed or a free agent there as we continue to make more trades. Now, we have some depth of free safety. So, Lawrence, and now we're looking for a little middle linebacker, and we're going to take Dorian Walton from the Bears. He's an 80 overall, only his 2nd year. We'll take it. That's a good trade. They needed free safety. We needed a middle linebacker. We work out a deal, and that works out. As Simmons goes to Jacksonville, Quentin Williams going to the Minnesota Vikings. You can see up top, Bosa and Marlon Humphrey both stayed where they're at. They go back to Baltimore and the Chargers, respectively. Brad Beck going to Dallas. So another guy is gone, but, just trying to do everything we can with cap. Because really, in the next few years, I think Tua's deal is going to be up in maybe 2 years from now. And that's going to be, really have to make the decision there. What do we do? Because who knows? As for the draft, this is probably the best draft we had in a while. Tavares Thomas is going to be our first pick, 77 overall, hidden development, 85 speed, 91 acceleration. and he looks very, very good. Marco Tolliver, 75 overall, just a normal dev, but a very good 95 speed. Needs help on the zone coverage. Not too bad in the man to start. Decent play rec, but that is good depth for corner because we might lose some guys there. Braxton Atkins, hidden development, 71 overall, right guard. Really good in the pass block. Needs help on the run, but at the moment, we're not really running the ball too much. It's all about the pass. Larry Norton, end, 71 overall out of Memphis. But we'll take it. For the rounds we are taking these guys, he's a third-round pick. Andrew Steele, third-round pick. Some of these guys are pretty good talent, depth, and I think this is a very good draft class, something we definitely needed. We need a lot more depth than we've had in the past few years, and I think this year, with some of the additions free agency, I think we can make the playoffs this year. I'm committed to that, and as we get into the midseason, my commitment might be a little bit too not very good. We're 4-3, but once again, point differential's better this year. We're plus 10. We've only allowed 130 points. We just got to get this offense rolling because it looks like our defense is fantastic. The highest scoring we've led all season is 20 points twice, and that is it. So, you can see we're 30th in offense. Man, what happened to this offense? We're number 2 in defense. So we can just get something rolling offensively. Only 8 touchdowns so far for Tua. 8, that is it. Looks like Riley got hurt. He only has 17 carries with Galvin. He's got a partial ACL tear. He's out for 3 more weeks. So that's definitely hurting us for sure. As Galvin, he does not look good. Patrick, only 2 touchdowns, only averaging 10.6 a catch. So they are just shutting down our offense. We can't really do anything. Weston, who obviously didn't take the 5th-year option, leading us in sacks with 6 at the moment. As for picks, Perriman with 2. We're getting a little bit more turnovers this year. And I'm making a move. James Robinson, free agent. I know he's 31 years old. He's not a speedy guy. We're going to sign him. We're releasing Galvin because Galvin's not doing anything at all. And I think what we're going to do now is we're going to slow sim this. We'll sim week by week because this team should be making the playoffs. We made up a playbook change as well, and you can see maybe it changed things up. 4 touchdowns for Tua and a victory. Kirkpatrick, 189, 3 touchdowns, averaging 31.5 yards a catch. That's what we're used to seeing Kirkpatrick as. Becton, 2.5 sacks. Vince Haynes got 1. Tolliver had the half a sack and a pick. And we'll make it 2 straight victories. We'll get the victory over Atlanta, 3-14. We're at least putting up better yardage. That's what you want to see. Robinson with 3 touchdowns. Rayshawn Ross, 12 catches for 135. Stockton had a pretty good game. Kirkpatrick silent once again. But with the defense it seems like we got right now, just put up some points. So now we're 6-3, taking on this 4-5 Buffalo team, and we beat them 16-13. So a tough game, obviously, against a division opponent. Tua puts up 2 touchdowns. We shut down Josh Allen. Robinson, the run game, still very poor. Hopefully, Riley will be back next week. Kirkpatrick had 100 yards. Garvin with a touchdown. Defensively, Braxton Clay with 4 sacks. Haynes had 2. Defense doing it once again. But that's 3 straight victories. And then we lose to the Jets. So the Jets are a very good team this year. They're looking good. They have their new quarterback, Goldstein. He is fantastic. As you see, they get the victory there. And right now, the Jets are actually in one of the best records in the league at the moment. But we're playing a little bit better. Even with this loss, we're not in the playoff hunt yet. But we're in the playoff hunt at the moment. But now let's try to get this going here. We got the Bucks, Raiders, Saints, Patriots, Bengals. 4 of our last 5 games are on the road. So it's going to be tough. But I think we have a chance to do it as we take on the Bucks and we beat them 31-17. 406 total offensive yards. Tua with 4 touchdowns. That's more like it. That's what we want to see. Riley is back. He averages 5.4 carry. Split it with James Robinson, who had a pretty good game himself. So over 100 yards rushing. That's what you want to see. Kirkpatrick with 3 touchdowns, 80 yards. As for our defense, no sacks at all. Didn't really get anything there. But the next week, on the road once again, go to Vegas. We beat the Raiders. 3 touchdowns, still 2 picks for Tua. Armani Goodrich throws 2 picks. But look at Josh Jacobs, 173, 3 touchdowns. He definitely dominated us, but still, it's enough to get the victory. As Kirkpatrick over 100 yards again, 2 touchdowns. Defensively, Braxton Clay with 1.5 sacks, Vince with 1. And as for picks, Cloud and Choice had a pick. So let's see if we can continue this going. We're 9-5. We're taking on the New England Patriots. This is a big game. We need this victory here. And maybe if we get this victory, we might be in the playoffs. Here we go, Week 16. And we get the victory against the New England Patriots on the road. Big victory, 2 of 3 touchdowns. Riley with a touchdown of his own receiving. Garvin with 99 TD. Kirkpatrick had a touchdown as well. And defensively, got the job done. Vince Haynes, Tavares Thomas with a sack, the rookie. And then Reed and Singleton each with a pick. And we go to Week 17. So right now we're the number 5 seed. You can see the Jets number 1 seed. Titans, Patriots, Ravens, Jags, the setup right now. And we'll see how things change here as we get into Week 17. And we get the victory 41-35. 500 yards of offense. Burrow 4 touchdowns. But Tua with 3 touchdowns. Riley with a TD of his own. James Robinson had 2, only 4 carries. Receiving, Kirkpatrick 164, 3 touchdowns. Having a very good game. Defensively, Clay with 2 sacks. You can see this game was crazy in overtime, 41-35. But that's another victory. Puts us at 11-5 on the season. And we make the playoffs as a wild card team. Jets at 12-4. They win the division. They are the number 1 seed in the AFC, and that is crazy to say. Patriots at 10-6. They make the playoffs as well. So 3 teams out of this division make it. The Ravens continue the playoff run, win the division. Browns 9-7, miss out. And the Bengals, last year's team in the Super Bowl, they miss out as well. Raiders at 9-7, they are in. Lions at 7-9, and they lost 3 straight, win the NFC North. That's pathetic. Saints and Panthers in Washington wins the division and get 9-7, and Arizona at 10-6, Niners at 9-7, and Seahawks win and get in this as well. Tua, 27 touchdowns on the season. That's kind of low, but we got the offense rolling a little bit more. Riley ends up with 406 yards, not too bad. Kirkpatrick, 14 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. That is the season we want to see for Pat Kirkpatrick. Another fantastic season. Stockton, not too bad there, 63 catches. Walton leads us in tackles. But Braxton Clay, 14 sacks. That's what you want to see from the young guy who we re-signed this year. Fantastic season. Marco Tolliver, the rookie, with 3 picks. Perryman with 3 picks. Defense looks fantastic. As we go around the league, there's Goldstein with 42 touchdowns for the Jets. Did he lead the league? Yes, he did, as he beats out Kevin McLean with 41. Meltzer with 36 for Jacksonville. As you can see, a little bit different names, obviously, as we get further on. As Josh Jacobs leads the league by a lot, almost 1,800 yards. Obviously, he went for 173 on us. And that's the team we were taking on in this first round here in this playoffs. He had 15 to lead the league with touchdowns as well, so we're going to have to shut him down. As for receiving, let's see. You got Kirkpatrick is right up there. Here's Claiborne with 1,100 yards, producing for the Lions. Christian Kirk with 18 touchdowns. There's Kirkpatrick with 14. Brown, Claypool, Claiborne there with 10. So at least he's still producing for Detroit. That's cool to see. It's Myles Garrett. He was 10 away from breaking it. He shattered it. 25 sacks, man. And he got Allen with 20. Clay was number 3 in the league, so that is really cool to see. That is awesome to see. But, man, what a career for Myles Garrett. Probably the best defensive player of all time. So we finished actually 7th in offense. We improved from 30th, and we ended up with a number 1 defense in football. 12th in points scored. So we're really riding the defense. As you can see, look at Myles Garrett for season. He has the top 3, and then all time, yeah, he's number 1 easily. 216 sacks, breaks Bruce Smith's record. I mean, if he plays another year, that'd be crazy. And this is when I was looking down here. Take a look at this. Christian Kirk. He is up there in receiving TDs. I did not even see that coming. He has 117 total in his career. I was blown away. I could not believe it. I was like, what? How is he up there? But he is. And there you go. So, we're going to jump into this game against the Raiders. And here we go. It is playoff football. Like I said, we're not going to do every play, but we're going to kind of do highlights, sim through. And what a start to this ball game as Bill Riley gets in for the touchdown. And this is going to be a tough matchup against this Raiders team. We're going to have to shut down Josh Jacobs. We got to put up some points. Our defense is what we've been riding all year. Armani Goodrich, a very good quarterback. He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback for the Raiders. And here we go, trying to shut him down. Goes up the middle field, wide open. And this is a receiver we all know too well, another former Dolphin. And with the catch there, and that's T. Higgins. Higgins with the catch, moving these Raiders up to the 44-yard line as Goodrich trying to work back. And he's got another catch that's going to be Henry Ruggs with the catch, first down to the 33-yard line. I mean, they have a lot of talent. This Raiders team definitely does. I mean, obviously, we know that for sure. As Jacobs over the middle breaks a tackle, Austin Cloud's going to come down, makes the stop just short of the first down to the 24-yard line as this Raiders team trying to answer back and get a tee to their own to tie up this ball game early. As play action, Goodrich looking down the field, firing, and he has his man. That's going to be caught. Catch down to the 9. As this Raiders team just making it look easy here against our #1 defense. 2nd and goal from the 8. Play action coming through for the sack. And that's going to be Marco Tolliver. The 2nd-round pick from a few years ago, looking good there with the play. And now knocks him back to the 14 for a 3rd down and goal. So Goodrich from the gun, sending up the screen here to Jacobs. He has some blocks, has some room, but he's going to be brought down just short. Nice stop there for Monty Cheeks. And we'll keep him short. Raiders kick a field goal now. Let's see what their offense, what we can do. Can we come back here and get another TD after our great first drive right down the field? Get a 3rd down conversion there, move it up to the 39. Another 4-yard rush by Riley. If we can run the ball, another 8-yard run. Yeah, if we can really control the clock, run this ball, let our defense do some work, you know, that's what we got to do. This is what we got to do in the playoffs. I mean, that's how you win playoff games. We know how to win playoff games, that's for sure. As Ben Givens injured on the play for the Raiders, 3rd down and 2. And we pick up an 8-yard run from Riley. So we continue it here. We controlling this. 15-yard catch from Garvin. 1st and goal from the 5 as Robinson can't get anything there. 2nd and goal. Kirkpatrick with a rush. 3rd down and goal from the 3. Nothing from Orr. And we'll settle for a field goal. So nice long drive. Did still put up some points. And now this Raiders team is trying to go down the field. But a nice sack by Ben Pleasant leads to a punt from the Raiders. So nice job defensively. Then we're showing why we're the #1 defense in football. And now let's see, with 5.5 left in this half, can we have a nice drive here and maybe put up a touchdown? 3rd down and 10 though. 15-yard catch from Garvin. That is big. As Orr gets a 6-yard rush. Another 6-yard rush from Orr as we're moving it down here. Now 2nd and 5. That's another 1st down run from Robinson. 7 yards from Robinson down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 from the 5. Now 3rd down and 1. And that's a touchdown for James Robinson. So he is in. We take a 17-3 lead with 1:37 left. And that'll take us to halftime and take us into the second half, as the Raiders did start off with a field goal of their own and puts this to a 17-6 ball game. And we're seeing if we can get back into the winning ways of the playoffs here in this wild card round. Trying to pick up a 1st down here, 3rd and 1, and that's exactly what we'll do. Bill Riley with the run, nice juke back, and he's having a pretty good game. 13 carries, 71 yards, and that early touchdown to start off the ball game. 1st and 10. Go back to the run game. And when you're running it that well, you just keep feeding it to them, as that is a great run up the middle, up to the 43-yard line. 14 yards, another 1st down. And we're having some good long drives as well, wasting a lot of clock, you know, shortening the game, especially with our defense. That's exactly what you want to do. Tua fires, caught, catch. That's going to be Garvin with the catch up to the 18-yard line, but he is holding, looks like his hip area maybe? So he is down, so we'll have to take a look at that one, but it's another catch, another 1st down. We're down to the 16-yard line. Now Riley with the carry, has some blocking. He's down to the 5, gain to 11. That puts him over 100 yards in this ball game. And trying to add another touchdown here to put this up to a 24-6 ball game. 1st and goal. Back to Riley, digging forward, and he's in! Touchdown! 2nd of the ball game for Bill Riley, and he is having a career resurgence here right now in the playoffs. He is looking fantastic in this ball game. And now with a 24-6 lead, with about a quarter left, can we hang on to this? As that's a nice sack by Walton, and that's going to be a punt for the Raiders. So 1:08 left. Penalty on Orr, 1st and 15. Not too much there. And it looks like an interception. Gilbert White picks off Tua. This is huge for the Vegas Raiders, because now they have some great field position here in this 4th quarter. 1st and goal from the 7. Nice sack by Becton. Can we hold him to 3? Not allow a touchdown. 9-yard catch there. 3rd and goal from the 2. And that's a TD for Josh Jacobs. And the Raiders are back in it. 24-13 with 9:30 left. Can we have a very good drive maybe to put this one away? 3rd down and 1. And we can't. Oh, we do get it. I thought that was a negative rush, but we get it. Drive continues. Sack. Van Buren on the sack there. 2nd and 18. 25-yard catch for Kirkpatrick. That is huge. 6:30 left. Can we hang on to this one? And Tua throws Kirkpatrick. 30-yard TD. We answer right back. 31-13 with 6:18 left. That's going to do it. And we come up with a victory. 34-13 here in this wild card round. Really a dominant victory. If Tua really doesn't turn that ball over, that really was the only chance for the Raiders. What a game from Riley. 139. Kirkpatrick for 128. 2 huge catches there in that final drive. The TD. 2.5 sacks from Becton. Conway, Pleasant, Thomas, Walton all with the sacks. But Garvin fractured his hip. So he is out for the rest of these playoffs. And possibly maybe into next year. Who knows? So now you have Glenn Peck. You have Jeremiah Stockton. They're really going to have to step up. And Rayshawn Ross was lost as well. So that means Lindsey Golston is going to have to step up. And we're going to have to get some guy, a lot of these backups now in the playoffs are going to have to step up as we take on the number 1 seed, division rival, the New York Jets. We take them on. You got the Ravens and Titans in the other game there. Cardinals trying to repeat as champions, take on the Seahawks. As we get into this game against the Jets in the snow, we've had so much success against this Jets franchise. We technically have never lost to them when we played. Obviously, we've lost to them during Sim. They've really turned into a fantastic team. And this is going to be a tough ball game. 3rd down and 2, especially when you take the snow into account. Riley trying to get the success of that last game. Has the run. 1st down. And we're up to the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10. Tua from the gun. Looking around, they have some great pass rush. Sammy Murphy is fantastic. Going up top, looking for the receiver, but that's going to be incomplete. That was Glenn Peck, and they're going to actually get pass interference on the Jets, so we'll take that penalty, and that's going to put us down to the 17-yard line, and now we're down to the 9. 3rd down and 2. Tua get a hand off to Riley, up the middle, and that's confidence. You got a pretty good front 4 for the Jets. 3rd down and 2, you're like, you know what, we're just going to run the ball, and we do it with success. We got a good push from the offensive line, easily got it, and we're down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, back to the run game. Looking Riley, up the middle, he's got a touchdown! So Bill Riley in these playoffs. 3rd touchdown, and having a good run so far, and that's a good start, 7-0 lead. And now let's see what our defense can do against this Jets team. We have the quarterback who led the league in touchdown passes, but Braxton Clay with the sack. But then they get an 18-yard catch, and they do not go for it. They punt the ball, and we get a stop. Now, obviously, Brad Goldstein, who led the league in passing touchdowns with 42, but he's never really seen any playoff experience, so that could really hurt him in his favor. We'll see what happens, though. As the Jets get the ball back, 3rd down and 1, they get Quentin Tate, a solid receiver for a catch, 1st down, as they move the ball now. 1st and 10 up to our 38. Vince Haynes with the big sack. 2nd and 15, so a big 3rd down and 10. They get a 23-yard catch from Langford, and they're down to the 15. Can our defense hold them to 3 here? 3rd down and 6, and it's a sack from Vince Haynes. Nice job. Hold them to 3. That's what you want to see as a good defense. Hold these top offenses pretty much to 3 points or nothing. Don't allow them to get touchdowns. It's now our offense with 8:30 left here in this first half, trying to get some more points of our own. That's Jeremiah Stockton, 25-yard catch, moves it down to the 33. It's 3rd down and 7, pass knocked away, and we'll bring on Joey Slide. He makes the 49-yard field goal in the snow. Fantastic kick there. We got the 10-3 lead. And 6:48 left here in this first half. So they pitch the ball on the run to the outside. Got some room! And off to the races! I don't think anybody's down there. Can Buckhalter catch up to him? No! And he's in for the touchdown! What a run for the Jets. First play of the drive, 75 yards. Clemens puts it in. And just like that, in a blink of an eye, we have a tie ball game, 10-10. We knew it was going to be tough. I mean, they're the best team in football, and we got to get it done here. Man, 12-yard catch from Kirkpatrick, so we're coming right back by the offense. Nice job. 2nd and 13. Now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 13. Another incomplete pass, and Sly will hit the field goal, and we take the lead back 13-10 here with 3 minutes left in this first half. So can the defense get a stop as this Jets offense is starting to move it. 15-yard catch from DeVoe from the 35. Now to a second down and 10. 9-yard catch from DeVoe. 3rd and 1. Incomplete. Jets on 4th and 1. Go for it. Rush from Clemens. He gets it. 10 yards from Jones. Good sack by Becton. So knocks him back. And we get a pick from Daniel Reed. So they will not get any points for halftime. That is huge, because they're right there in field goal range. And we'll go into the second half. Fantastic job by the defense. That's a big play defense there, because that's, a huge swing there. It's a tie ball game, and now it's still 13-10. But this Jets offense is moving it down the field once again. 3rd down and 1. 7-yard rush by Clemens. Gets the first. Down to another 3rd down, and they pick up another 3rd down. We just can't seem to get them off the field on 3rd down. 2nd and 2. There we go. Another 3rd down. 3rd down and 5. Incomplete pass. They'll have to settle for 3. Another fantastic job of the defense in the red zone. 2 field goals and a pick in the red zone in this ball game. We're tied at 13. As we'll jump into it now. We'll start this drive at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. That's going to be Robinson for the carry. Oh, it's actually Riley. Not a whole lot there. And now brings up a 3rd down and 9. So Tua from the gun, trying to not go a quick 3 and out. Looking down the field. Fires, and this one's going to be caught! Fantastic catch! That's Glenn Peck coming up with a huge reception on a big 3rd down. Drive continues down to the 37-yard line. Man, that was a fantastic grab. Another 3rd down, though. 3rd down and 6. That's Tua looking to the outside. Pretty much just going to throw this one away. And that'll bring on Joey Sly. He's at a 49-yarder. He's at a 43-yarder. Can he hit a 54-yard field goal in the snow to give us the lead? Kick is going to be up, and it is going to be short. No good. And now the Jets have really good field position here with 2:22 left in this 3rd quarter. Can they take the lead? 2nd and 1. 26-yard catch from Quentin Tate down to the 10. Can we hold him to 3 once again? 2nd and goal, nothing there. 3rd and goal from the 12. 9-yard catch from to Langford. And we hold them to 3 again. Not allowing them to get touchdowns as we head into the 4th quarter. 16-13 ball game. Tua to Golston. Catch. 1st down. Another one to Glenn Peck. 1st down. 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Another incomplete. It's a big 3rd down and 10. And we get a 47-yard touchdown. Patrick comes up huge. Fantastic. Kick the extra point. We take the lead with 8:49 left in this ball game. As we continue to sim through here, it just kind of messed up, but the Jets get a touchdown. 23-20. 6:53 left in this ball game. What a game this has become. As now, what can our offense do? It's a sack. 3rd down and 9. Tua can't get anything. 4th and 6. We have to punt the ball, but what a punt. Down to the 1-yard line, 5:58 left, and can we get a stop? Here we go. This is huge. Season pretty much on the line. 2nd and 8. Clemens up the middle, and he'll pick up around 6. That's actually going to be DeVoe with the carry, and he's close to another 1st down. 3rd down and 1. If we can get a big stop here, we get some really good field position. 4:50 left in this ball game. They hand the ball off, and the defense is going to come up with a huge stop. This time it's Clemens, but he goes nowhere. Braxton Clay and company get the stop. And here comes Tua. We need a field goal to tie. Obviously, touchdown takes the lead. And we start at 48. 1st and 10. Really good field position. Tua underneath. And that's going to be caught. And that's going to be Glenn Peck with the catch. Only picking up around 5 yards. As this might be our last drive. Who knows? 3rd down and 5. Definitely, I would say, 4-down territory. Tua stepping up. Looking. Fires down the middle of the field. It's going to be caught. And it's going to be a touchdown. Lindsey Golston comes up with the biggest play of his career. 43-yard touchdown. And we have just taken the lead here with just over 3 minutes left in this AFC Divisional playoff game. Unbelievable. What a throw right down the middle. Tua stepping up in the pocket perfectly. 27-23 lead. Trying to get back to the AFC Championship game. Jets trying to get to their first one in a long time. 1st and 10. Drive starts. That's a gain of 11 up to the 36-yard line. No field goals here. They need a touchdown. Big third down. It's obviously 4-down territory. And that's going to be Golston looking around. He's going to be sacked. Ball's loose. It's picked up by Vince Haynes. And that was the rookie, Marco Tolliver, who came on in the nickel blitz. Comes through, gets down there. Ball is loose. Vince Haynes with the recovery. And now we're in prime position here. Just try to waste this clock. 2:36 left. Points would be fantastic, but really, if we could just waste the rest of the clock, that'd be awesome. As we'll find Pat Kirkpatrick, and he is down to the 8-yard line, first down. If we get a touchdown here, this ball game is over. 2nd and goal from the 7. Tua hands this ball off. Riley up the middle. He'll be down to around the 3-yard line. Jets call their second timeout. 3rd down and goal. Can we get into the end zone? End this ball game. We'll hand off to Riley again on the stretch play, and he's going nowhere. Jets call their last timeout. Sly kicks the field goal, and here we go. 1:44 left in the ball game. Jets need a touchdown to tie. Can they do it, or can we shut this one down? As he looks underneath, that's going to be caught, and that's going to be Clemens, who's going to pick up around 7 up to the 32-yard line. And they're going to hurry it up here. No more timeouts. 2nd down and 3. Golston looking down the field. He's going to fire. Going up top. Going in. This one's going to be caught. But out of bounds. Incomplete. 3rd down and 3 now. Obviously, the Jets have no more timeouts. They need the TD. 1:19 left in the ball game from the 32-yard line. Golston looking. Pocket. Fires. And that one's going to be incomplete. So here we go. 4th down and 3. Can we get a stop and get this playoff victory? 4th down, 3 from the 32. Over the middle, it's going to be picked off! That's going to be intercepted! And that's going to be Darian Walton, the guy we traded for at the end of the season. What a play! Leading tackler on the team. And he comes up with a huge play, picks this one off, and will end this ball game. What a huge victory. We come in, taking on this number 1 seed Jets. A team we know all so well, and that is a big, big victory, and we're going to the AFC Championship game after missing the playoffs last year. What a performance. What a job making huge plays down the stretch, and maybe that's the difference. We've been in this situation. We've been here, and the Jets haven't. And we come up big with plays late, and the Jets don't. And that is the difference. That is a victory, and we're going to take on the Ravens in the AFC Championship game. We've seen them so many times, and we're going to see them once again. So that is actually where we're going to stop here, because now what I'm thinking is we're going to change the clock to 15 minutes. We're not going to watch the whole game, obviously, but we're going to go more in depth in this sim. And we're next video out is just going to be the AFC Championship game against the Ravens and see if we can get to a Super Bowl. I had a fun time doing the sim games. It was awesome. It was so cool to do, and I think I would just continue to do it here. You know, it was great. I loved it. So I think AFC Championship game going to be your next video. Taking on the Ravens. Can we get back to the Super Bowl? We haven't been back there in so many years, so let's see if we can do it again. But that is going to do it for this one. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, as really a little bit of resurgence in this franchise. It's definitely fun for sure. That is awesome to see. As if you like this video, please leave it a like. That'd be awesome. If you're new, subscribe. That'd be awesome as well. But you guys, thank you so much for all the support. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.